Oh, hey. Tamp this down a little bit. I hate pounding the bucket pins like that, but I need this stuff to kind of pack into place. And it's just so hard on the undercarriage on that dozer to track it all in. Let's see here. I'm going to try to take some of this riprap, spread it on here. See what that does right there for a little bit. Looks like a mess, but I think whenever it dries out, it'll be all right. just enough to where that water will, after I open it up, it'll run across it. Then I'm going to put in some temporary tiles back in here and fill in with that 3-inch minus over the top of it. Then that just gives us our access back here to this next part. And then we'll come back through, and all this has to be built up to grade. This actually built up 7 feet right here in this one point from what the existing grade was. So basically 7 feet from what you're seeing here. It'll have to be built up. Tell him to blade over that and walk it in. Hey, do you care to kind of blade that down a little bit? I mean, not even just track it in. I don't know, just to kind of make it leveled up as much as you can. We need it to kind of be, yeah. This where I put this riprap. Maybe just walk it in first and see how it does, and we'll see if we can get them to back up on it. Alrighty, thank you. Yeah, it dips pretty hard over there. Hey, it ain't going anywhere though. Let's see if I can get that seal off right there. Maybe we get it to run around. Let's see if that does. That makes that water run through it. The only problem is I don't have this filled in right here. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. I think that's good. My hope is it'll run right through that riprap just temporarily until we put us a tile down. I think that's good for him. And uh, then it'll travel through the tile, and we'll be working above it at that point. That's what I had in my mind, anyways. Let's see if I can fill this in over here a little bit for it. There we go. Let's see if we can get it diverted now. So I'm going to close this one off like that. Now we're going to just try to divert the creek this way through our riprap. I believe that'll work right there for as far as diverting it. Pull some of that up here. here in this little section. You look at it like this, and it's hard to imagine that it's ever going to work. But it always finds its way somehow. I don't know. Oh, we got us another truck. It's good. Let me back up a little bit here. I'll get him to come all the way back here. Work right there, buddy. You can see right here, my battery ran down in my GoPro. I'm charging it right now, but you can kind of see we've built up underneath all of this right here with that big shot rock, and now we're filling over the top of it with that 3" minus just to get, that's just a temporary tile that's in there right now. That'll just get us across over here where we need to be. But we're going to keep filling this area in and keep tracking over it a little bit at a time, just until we can get back to this point, and that'll stop all the rock that we're bringing in, and then from this point on we'll be hauling clay. But I'll try to tune back in and show you a little bit more progress once we got it built back up. It's a complete disaster and terrible, but we're making it work though. All right, I apologize. I didn't get a lot of video today of what I was doing, but if you're watching my other videos, it's kind of the same thing, just a little bit different section. So basically what we had to do is what I'm doing right now, I'm just going to go through here and straighten all that up and take you guys around with me while I'm doing that. So basically what we had to do is undercut that where that creek comes through. I captured most of that on the video and stuff, but fill it all up with that dirty shot rock. But I had to be real quick about it because of the amount of water coming down through here. So I built up to the layer, the level of where the creek bed is, so the water could travel across it. And then I laid just a couple of temporary tiles in there, and then filled over them with this 3" minus just to get us up out of that. Now when it comes time to put, there's like a big concrete structure right here, precast that goes in right here. It's got a manhole in it and all that stuff. And then there's tiles that run this way into it as well as straight through it. What I'll do is I'll dig those tiles out and set all of my precast and stuff like that from my road that I built right here. So, but what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to go down through here and kind of shape this stuff up on the sides here. So maybe that water will kind of run away from this stuff a little bit better than what it does. Try to direct the water into the tile, and the tile is way too small for what we need right here. Like I say, it is just temporary, and I suspect that whenever we get some real hard rains before we're done, it'll probably go over the road, which should be fine because, like I say, the road's solid rock. So if it was to wash it out just a little bit or something like that, that'd be fine. It's not that big a deal. We can fix it. Of course, we'll be built up about probably 6 feet from where we are right now once this section is done. So like I say, most of everything what I'm doing right now is temporary, except for the rock base. That gives us something to build the road off of. Now I'm just simply going in here and trying to knock this mud down to try to get that water to go the direction I want it to. While we're building the road. pretty tricky today to get that to work out with the amount of water coming, but we did. We got it. So I'm glad that part's over with. We just had like a 3-inch rain the other day, so there's a tremendous amount of water that's draining out of this entire place. So I think once those waters kind of recede and catch up, I think that we're going to be able to uh, do a lot more out here and get, especially now that we can actually just get out here and across this. Oh, let's see. There's not a lot I can do really over on this side. It needs to kind of drain over here. Actually, I may have to go over on that other side and scoop some of that across there. Actually, instead of filling it back in. Windows nasty. I think I probably have to bring my pressure washer down and get everything knocked, the mud knocked back off of it, because I just can't stand that. And I'm just temporarily uh, cutting away for this water that's traveling right through here to drain off this road and around it instead of down it, so that everything kind of dries up a little bit. Once you get all the water headed the right direction, stuff starts drying out. We definitely need that. And all I'm doing is kind of making like a temporary little ditch for that to drain off. Can't hardly see with my muddy window. There we go, about like that. I'll take it. Kind of build this up a little bit here. It's going to trap some water in right there, but That what little bit will come down through there, we'll just have to run across the road. I'm just trying to keep this creek from running across it so bad until we get the road built up. Maybe that'll force that water into that tile a little bit better too. This creek actually had a big bend in it, and I just straightened it out with this tile actually. Alrighty. See if we can't. This bank here is wanting to kind of cave off the side of it here, so I was going to try to flatten it back a little bit maybe. Kind of want to give that water somewhere to run down each side if I can. I believe all this will be alright for right now. I'm just trying to keep that water from sitting so much beside the road. way everything kind of drains off. I'm sure it's going to run down at some. You know, it's probably going to go here or there, go down in this rock and absorb and all that mess. I believe that'll be all right. Tomorrow, I think we're actually going to haul dirt tomorrow if it's all possible. I believe that's all I'm going to mess with right now at this very moment. So I'll jump out and get you guys a video of kind of what it looks like. Well, it looks like I've got some shoveling to do. Uh, so I'll just give you kind of a look over about what we got done. He's out there kind of walking some of the ruts down from the trucks. We showed up this morning, it was pretty dry. And then, of course, it had to rain up until about lunchtime, so that's why we're dealing with all this mess right here. We'll come in tomorrow and start digging all this out just right past this rock. Hopefully we can get dry enough ground where we can use the haul truck. We're going to cut all this out, undercut it, then we're going to start building everything up back this way. But hopefully it won't be too wet to do that tomorrow. But you can kind of see what we got going on here now. We've got our temporary crossing in. This allows us to get back here at least and to and from and start to build all this up. I just temporarily shaped all that stuff right there just so the water would run into the tile. Like I say, I'm sure when it rains real hard, it's going to probably overpower that tile and it's going to run across the road here, but shouldn't do anything to it because it's solid rock. Got everything done with minimal impact, so looks like it turned out pretty good. But I'll tune back in tomorrow and see what we can get done.